So my question is, do you think the Jogan can increase over time its stats or whatever it does? For example, the Byakugan can see farther distances the better you are. And so I don't know what exactly goes into that. I've been thinking about it. Is it the skill of the user itself, or the eye? For example, if Kid Hinata got like Toneri's eyes, can she still see 20 kilometers like she can as an adult? Or if adult Hinata got like Himawari's Byakugan, is she reduced down to like 3 miles now, or how does that work? Because I'm thinking like,
I
Uh,
think there's a
I think
various of factors. The skill of the user definitely is there. The level of chakra they can pour into it is probably relevant too. So the more as your chakra reserves get bigger, you can pour more chakra into your Byakugan eye seeing distance, and which would let
mhm.
you go farther too probably. And the eye itself could be more or less special. So in the case of Hinan, I think Himawari's Byakugan's probably more special than Hinata's. Maybe it's not, but let's
Yeah,
assume it is. If it is,
I
then I
would.
think
I would
Hinata
say
would benefit from having Himawari's
well, I mentioned
Byakugan,
Himawari because she's
whereas
young, not because
Himawari
she's
would.
potentially
uh,
special. The point was that she's young. She hasn't trained it much
No,
yet.
there's
Well,
no,
here's
there's been hints that she's like different, like
Yeah,
just
exactly. Well, yeah,
like
okay. So I
we all
okay.
go back, we
Instead of
all
Himawari,
draw back on the Damon thing. But
I was just naming a known character. I could have
what?
just said baby Hyuga. So there you go.
What?
No, but like, but I think it depends
That's
on
the
the
point.
Hyuga, because if it's not Himawari, just a different young Hyuga that's not special, Hinata would probably be able to see less far. I think her Byakugan might be more special than random Bozo Hyuga.
I'm also
I think there's
assuming that
it's
Hinata
probably a
isn't special.
combination of factors.
No,
Like
that's why I
Neji
listed those three.
has
Yeah.
special Hyuga genes. He's also a genius, very skilled.
Yeah, so I think it's all three. For this reason, I think in the it's so like you were saying, it determines on like the skill slash amount of chakra someone can pour in. Because in the Naruto Retsuden manga, Naruto gets the quote unquote Byakugan through Orochimaru's scientific ninja tech, and he's having a lot of trouble with it. He's able to see far, but it's like overwhelming his senses because he's not used to it, because he's never trained it before. He's very
Yeah, he's
bad.
not
He's not
skilled with
skilled
it.
with it. Yeah. And then it has to do with the eye, because Toneri specifically wanted Hanabi's eyes. So then clearly Hanabi's eyes
Yeah.
have some quality that the others don't, of like some higher grade level. And then what was the third
Yeah,
one?
she's special. She's like Neji. The Hyuga's blood runs strongly in her veins, like extra
Yeah.
strong.
And what was the third one that I listed? The user, I think.
Well, the three is just the eye itself being special. So there's the eye itself, the chakra, and the skill.
Oh no, that's not one of the three. I think the third one was
That was my three anyway.
that was your three. That was not my three. I think it was the user, because my reference for that was going to be like Kakashi couldn't turn off the Sharingan because that's not his eye. So like if a here's a different question. Assuming
We already discussed the user in three different ways.
oh
So.
okay, but hang on. Let me throw a softball at you here. Or I guess a curveball. That's what I'm. Okay, let me throw a curveball at you.
Well,
Okay,
no,
we
but here's the
know.
thing though. With Ao, he can turn it on and off.
Okay,
So
that's
it
fine.
doesn't seem to apply to the
Okay,
Byakugan for
but that's
whatever
not
reason.
that's not my curveball. Oh my god, my curveball. Okay, so we know Kakashi couldn't turn off the Sharingan. Assuming Obito replaced his Sharingan with a normal eye, could he then activate the Sharingan in that eye? Because based on Tobirama's explanation, it should be in the brain slash optical nerve slash it could be their chakra, considering Madara is able to use Sharingan abilities when he has no Sharingan
I'm
at
gonna
all.
say no.
Because I
I'm gonna
know
say
you're
no.
saying
Here's why.
yeah, because of Madara.
No, I'm gonna give you a reason why. Madara didn't just
Yeah.
turn a different Sharingan into his own Sharingan, nor did he just turn it into a Rinnegan of his own. Likewise, Shizui didn't just take a different eye because it didn't matter so that he could recreate his own Mangekyo Sharingan. Nobody does these sorts of things when they lose an eye.
I don't know if the Mangekyo would be possible, but it's possible the Sharingan itself could be possible, maybe. So
But
you
why?
think
The
it's
same
the
thing
eye
happens. It's just
itself.
more extreme with the Mangekyo.
So you think it's the eye itself. Okay, so let me ask you a
I
question.
think like their chakra goes into that eyeball, and then it's kind of like too late at that point. Like if hypothetical before Obito awakened his Sharingan, if he swapped eyes with Kakashi, then experienced his trauma to awaken the Sharingan, I think that might work. But once it's been awakened, I think it's kind of too late.
Well, we know that Kakashi was able to unlock the Mangekyo. You could argue that Obito unlocked Kakashi's Mangekyo.
Not only the 9 cells, but the 10 cells. It's stated by
Hello, streaming. What's up?
Hey, what's up, Keto?
What's up, Keto?
Never
How
pop
I was
up,
very
man?
confused by who was talking for me. I'm like, that doesn't sound like anyone I know. But it sounds familiar,
it was
but not the
Mello.
right people.
Keto's listening to Mello's
Yo,
stream.
y'all
I guess,
need
or
to-
Really,
speaker.
that's interesting because in the way it was recorded, it sounded like Malthel Oodie.
That's hilarious.
Because it wasn't live.
That's hilarious.
It did.
Y'all stop the nonsense, bro.
Keto, you said
Please.
Mello's streaming right now. So
I
he's probably
beg, bro.
deafened and he's probably gonna join in a
Mel's
minute.
in the audience.
Yeah, I've been looking at it in
Yeah,
case
he's
he asked to
streaming.
join. But yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Kamui, because I know a lot of people say, why don't the Uchiha just switch eyes? They should just all do it. They all get the internal Mangekyo. That's dumb, first of all. But like hypothetically, if Itachi and Shisui had their eyes forced at birth, switch.
Is it dumb though?
Shut up. Okay, so baby Itachi and
Is it
Shisui,
dumb?
their parents just swapped their eyes for whatever reason. Does Itachi have Tsukiyomi or Koto Matsukami? Is that in the eye or
That's what
in
I'm
the
saying. I think in that
specific
case,
pieces?
I think he would probably awaken Tsukuyomi still. But if they swapped eyes after they awakened their dojutsu, then he would have Koto Matsukami. Because the point is,
I
it's
agree.
when they go through the experience, that's when their the chakra and their heart and
Yes.
brain nonsense transmits to
That's
their
okay.
optic nerves and changes it.
Yeah.
It's at
Well,
that
you-
moment that their optic nerves change. So before, there's nothing special about the unawakened eye itself.
Well, I
it's
will
only
say-
after it
technically,
awakens.
no, you guys are missing the genetic component here. There is a
The genetic component's what
in
allows them
Uchiha's.
to do this to begin with, but it's not the
Yes,
eye
but-
itself until it's awakened.
What?
I mean,
What?
there's
Yeah, but
genes
the
in the
genetic
eye.
component is a part of the eye.
Yeah.
No,
You're not gonna
yeah, I
awaken
know,
a
but like,
Sharingan in an eye that's not predisposed
example,
to awakening a Sharingan.
Eye color is determined
So-
by genetics. Just as an example.
Yeah.
As well as like the
So,
quality of
like-
the eye, whether you're like nearsighted, farsighted, that's also a possibility as well.
I know, but in the
and the
case
reason
of
why
these
they're
two
able to do it is
Uchiha,
because. Oh,
these
go
two
ahead.
Uchiha both have that genetic component.
No, I was referring to the Kakashi situation. you guys
Yeah, that's what I was
The
thinking.
Kakashi one is more iffy.
Because yeah, so obviously just for the stream. So what we're referring to is Kakashi unlocked the Mangekyo by himself, but he unlocked Obito's ability. He didn't unlock Kakashi's hypothetical different ability. He unlocked Obito's ability.
But-
You could argue it potentially could
He-
have been coincidentally
he
the
did-
same.
Did he
Oh,
awaken it?
that's fair.
I'm pretty sure Obito awakened the Mangekyo.
That I
It
mentioned
wasn't
that
Kakashi.
earlier. Yeah, I mentioned that as a possibility.
That's
It
fair.
was-
That's
no,
a good
no,
point.
that's
So that
just
might mean
that's
that.
just facts.
that-
It's not just
So that might
facts.
mean that Itachi would still awaken Koto Matsukami.
It's just-
Weirdly enough,
Ooh,
So-
Obito? Or
no. Like hypothetically, if Itachi and Shizui swapped eyes like at birth, before they ever got their Sharingan
Mhm.
and stuff. The question is, so when Itachi watched Shizui die and he awakens Mangekyo from that scene, would he awaken Tsukuyomi Amaterasu like normal, or would he awaken Koto Matsukami instead? Was the
Well,
question.
what
You see,
Keto's
I will agree with this.
Yeah.
I actually agree with this because since they're able to like transfer abilities between eyes, like Itachi was able to do it. I think yeah, the eyes are genetically like predisposed to awakening a Sharingan, and we also know that every Uchiha doesn't possess the ability to get a Sharingan, right? So there's a specific gene that allows some of them to do it. But when it comes to the abilities, right, it seems like anyone can get any ability, right? You can just like transfer it around, and send it over to someone else. So it is. I would say like that is more so tied to the chakra rather than the eyeball itself. So yeah,
I was originally
did, like,
thinking.
Well,
switch over
there's
the
chakra in the eye,
Yeah.
but yeah, like you're saying, Madara took Obito's, I guess Kakashi's eye, and he used Kamui, even though, from what we understand, Madara doesn't have Kamui.
Yeah.
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 It's like
I
it's
mean-
like this, the egg, the chicken and the egg, right? It's both the eyes and the chakra in the brain at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
originally I was thinking with if Itachi had Shizui's eyes and then awakened Mangekyo or his Sharingan, then Mangekyo, he would awaken his own abilities because that's his chakra, that's his experience,
Yeah.
all that good stuff. But thinking back to the Kakashi case, it might still do Chizui's ability anyway. But granted, though, in Kakashi's case, he doesn't have the ability to make a Mangekyo ability like through his
he
chakra.
really did it.
So he would obviously use Obito's in that case.
So Keto, I just thought about
Yeah,
something.
and he only got Obito's one. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so this sort of answers your hypothetical. So when Madara goes to Kamui and takes Obito's Rinnegan, or I guess Madara's Rinnegan back, he removes Obito's eye. Madara removes Obito's eye from his body so to put in his other Rinnegan. So he has two Rinnegan, not Obito's eyes. Do you think Zetsu with unconscious Obito used Kamui to bring them back, or do you think Madara retained that ability after losing the eye?
No, Zetsu did it. Zetsu did it.
Did they confirm that?
No, definitely is Zetsu.
I'm pretty sure
Definitely.
it at least looks like it, but if it didn't, then that would be the natural assumption. I think that would make the most sense regardless.
Because my interpretation is always
But I'll
Madara,
look.
but I never thought about it.
And that's
I mean,
let's just
if
say
it
that's
helped,
less,
okay, so
way
here,
less
I'll
likely.
take a picture. I'll take a picture. You know, you can interpret this how you will, but in this photo, the spiraling swirl seems condensed around Zetsu/Obito here, not Madara. So
Because again,
I'll send it.
Madara,
Get it
there's
at
two
least.
pieces of evidence here. First of all, Madara is able to use his eye abilities without having his eyes. And second of all,
Wait, no, wait.
No, that's only the Susanoo. And the Susanoo,
No, I know.
You never needed the eyes to begin with.
Well, you need the
Itachi debuts it
Mangekyo.
without eyes.
But you need the Mangekyo, even though it's not a unique ability.
no,
you
you
still
need
need
it-
the
don't
you
Mangekyo.
need
need to activate. You just
You
need
need
to,
it-
you need the
you need to
Mangekyo to
awaken
awaken it.
it.
Once you
Yeah.
awaken it, you don't need to use your Sharingan.
No, I know, I
Because
know, I
it's
know, I know.
the Susanoo is explained that it's just your body's chakra manifesting, so you don't
Yes.
need the eye to use it.
I know, but it's fine. But the second piece of evidence is
Oodie,
the
just
fact
look
so
at your
that...
Madara
chat real
didn't
quick,
really
though.
use any
The
abilities
swirl
without
seems
Sharingan.
concentrated around Obito's eye,
yeah, you're right.
and
Okay.
then
it's
it
definitely-
extends out to
it's-
Madara.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, but the second piece of
Definitely.
evidence is the fact that Kakashi
Why is this air
didn't
brown
have
though?
limited Sharingan chakra. He wasn't at afraid of like running out of Sharingan
It's white.
chakra. The Sharingan operated on Kakashi's chakra, and that includes Obito's abilities.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
Go again?
So for example, in Infinite Time,
Kakashi's
Kakashi could have
chakra
used
does it, yeah.
infinite Kamuis, even though that's technically Kamui should be operating based off of Obito's abilities, based on Obito's chakra. But it wasn't, it was operating based on Kakashi's chakra. So Kakashi had limited chakra, Kakashi could use it unlimited times.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the second piece of
And?
evidence. There you go. What do you mean and? It's extrapolation.
What's evidence of what?
That it's possible that Madara could have retained Kamui.
No, because Kakashi has
What?
the eye.
With those
to
two
use the
pieces of
ability.
evidence
That
together, don't
doesn't
say
do it
what.
The eye.
Don't look at just one of the pieces. Look at the two
No.
pieces of evidence together. There you go. I'm saying
there's
it's
no
possible, not that
correlation,
it's
bruh. I'm
definite.
trying
Yeah,
to
that
see
doesn't
the
correlate.
correlation,
That
but
doesn't correlate
it's
at
like-
all.
Okay, well, I'm sorry that
I'm
you
not-
can't see it. I'm sorry that you can't cognitively understand it. My
Oodie,
bad.
for
that
example,
you can't do
Madara
it.
can't use Limbo when he doesn't have his Rinnegan eyes.
'Cause
He
he hasn't
needs the
unlocked
eyes
it
back
yet.
to use Limbo.
Because he hasn't unlocked it yet.
He's
What?
unlocked Limbo before.
Cap.
That's why he knows what it
He
is. And how to
literally
use it.
knows it.
You don't know
That's
that's
cap.
true.
It wasn't his first time using it.
You don't know that's true.
It
He actually
clearly
had the
implied.
Rinnegan for
He's
a
like,
pretty
all
long
right,
time.
Setsu, I'm gonna show you what a real Rinnegan user can do. And he's not like, whoa, what's this new? It's not like when Sasuke awakened the Rinnegan, he's like, I'm finally understanding my powers. No, Madara knew exactly what he was doing and how and why and when and what.
But that doesn't apply to any other
Facts.
Madara ability, only Limbo.
Madara doesn't have any other ability to work with.
How about Infinite
This is
Tsukiyomi? He
Susanoo.
knew how to do that the first time he did it.
The instructions were on the stone tablet.
Okay, Madara with
That's
flying. Madara's a
literally
dunce.
stated.
He instinctually knew how to fly the moment he unlocked it.
So
Because
that applies
Obito
to
flew.
everyone with the that's just a
Exactly.
thing with
It
you
applies
with
to
Tenta's
It
Jinchuriki.
does.
it applies to everyone
It's a
at all
Tenta's
times.
Jinchuriki.
No, it doesn't apply to every
He
ability.
saw the
It applies to the
ability Obito
10 tails
used.
It applies to
Jinchuriki.
practically every ability. Itachi knew what Tsukiyomi
No,
was
it
the first
doesn't.
time he
Kakashi
used
had
it.
to learn how to use Kamui. He didn't just auto know how to do it.
Naruto didn't know he could fly.
Shisui knew what Koto Masukami was the first time he used it. The moment they unlock their abilities, they know what it is.
It's Well, we don't know that. We never saw the moment when
Such
Shisui unlocked
nonsense.
it and how to use it. In
Ooh, what does
everything.
this do? He does not do it. Come on. Be reasonable.
You don't
He
know.
knows
Prove
what
it. Prove that you didn't do that.
That's an argument of ignorance.
Only.
Really,
Oh,
really, that's
you
not
made the
argument of
claim.
ignorance. That's argument from absurdity,
Oh,
is what that is. There's your fallacy
cool.
for you.
Well, don't make the claim. Don't make your absurd claim.
That's your absurd claim.
It's not absurd. I didn't say what was my claim. Nothing. I asked you to prove your claim.
Okay, okay, fine.
Us.
So you have no claim. Therefore, your
See, Miller is
counter
raising
argument
his
doesn't go
hand.
through. There you go. Thank you. Concession
Well,
accepted.
no, I'm asking you to prove something, and then I'll make my claim after.
No, but you've just rescinded your asking. So therefore, my claim
No, I
goes
didn't.
through. Yes, you
No.
did. You saying no isn't an argument.
You saying yes isn't an argument.
I never said yes.
So, oh, you just said it now. I saw the
Argument, dude.
future. All right. Anyway, no, Oodie. Like sometimes, sure, people just plot-wise magically know what to do, but plenty of times, no, they don't just know how to use their new powers. It's plot dependent. It's whenever Kishimoto feels like it. Okay, that's the honest truth.
I agree.
But either way, when it comes to the particular Mangekyo abilities, special Rinnegan abilities, and literally any Rinnegan ability, pretty much any eye ability that isn't Susanoo, you need the eye to use the ability.